How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be putting together a computer, and I just have two more parts coming in tomorrow, the RAM and the power supply, but we're just going to install these today. And I know you can't see, but right here I have a stack of stuff we're going to be putting in. And the case, which I have open, and I need to put the standoffs in. I won't show that part because it's just a waste of time. But the first part we have is the AMD FX 6300. Yeah, 6-core, 3.5 gigahertz. And yeah, I chose this because it was cheap, and I heard it's good with gaming, kinda, and 6 cores. So I guess we can start off with the motherboard next, and that is an AM3 Plus socket. So I have the Asus M5 A97 R2.0, and this is a FX AM3 Plus socket motherboard. I know it is, but I don't know where it says that. But yeah, so I guess I'll just put it right there. Right there. Alright, next we have a copy of Windows 7 Home Premium 64-bit, which will do the job. And then next, this is just a cheap old graphics card I had in my old build, the GeForce GTX 650 EVGA 1GB. I have the 970 in mine, so that's quite an upgrade, but it will do the job for slight gaming, lower, medium settings. And then next, we have, this was out of an Acer. It's a 1TB 5400, I'm guessing. Maybe a 7200, I'm not sure. But yeah, and then we have, those are just the brackets that hold it on there. And we have this wireless card, wireless N to be exact. StarTech, never heard of them, but it works. That's all that matters. And then the case I have down here, I wonder if I can just show you guys that real quick. You can't really see that, but anyway, that's a Roswell Challenger. There's no blue fan in it. That was my old case, but I upgraded to this Raid Max thing. And yeah, so we didn't pay very much at all for this build. I think the max, or the total, was $240, just to be safe, to be a little higher. But yeah, I'm gonna put these standoffs in and figure out how I'm gonna set up this camera and get back to you guys. I thought I might as well just open up the parts and show you guys what's in them. Okay, I know you can't really see it, but I'll just show you once I get it. Here's my invoice. I'm not going to really show you guys that because it has my address, my email. Yeah, this motherboard was only $85 or something. 85 something, yeah. So we get the invoice, and then in this little sleeve right here, in this little sleeve thing right here, we get SATA cords, right where my thumb's at. So we'll just hold the motherboard first. We really don't want to drop this. It's cold. I've had it for a couple days though. Well, I guess at least it's not hot. Put it right there. And then what else we get in here? I'm sure you guys know everything that's in here. We get, looks like 2 SATA cords. SATA. Probably 3. Are they 6? Oh, they're 6, yeah. Which I would expect in a newer motherboard box. And then just this piece of cardboard. And then we have the I/O shield, which doesn't look too bad. I wish it was black though, like my, which came in mine because it matched the case better. And we have a warranty thing, I'm guessing. No, a SATA mode notice. Oh yeah, you have to make it into AHCI mode because it's converting it. Yeah, we don't need to know that. And then the user manual, I'm gonna guess has some stickers and the driver in it. Yep, there it is right there. Do not install this. Go unless you absolutely have to, like you can't connect to the internet, or you don't have a other computer to install to a USB stick to the other computer. because these are probably outdated drivers, but you got a sticker in there, so I guess that's a plus. And that is it for the mother. Alright, now for the CPU. I did already open it because I wanted to make sure it wasn't damaged, and I'm still not sure that it's not damaged, but I'm sure it's fine. Just get this stuff out of here. Alright, so first up we have the fan with thermal paste on the bottom already, and it is kind of a small heatsink cooler, but it should do the job. And just put this back in here. If I did have, because I used all my Arctic 5, but I would get that stuff off and put on Arctic 5, but I don't have any. Arctic Silver 5. Looks like we have just a manual. I know what to do though, so if you are new to building, then definitely read it or do some research, because you'll most likely find out something you didn't know before. Now we're opening the CPU, which is very scary because I've never built an AMD one. Pins look okay. Don't drop it. Didn't even show you guys yet. No, you can't really see it, but I'm too scared to drop it. So put that back in there. And yeah, I got the advanced micro. Alright, next up is the graphics card. This is already opened. I just put everything back in here. And this won't be the first boot today because I don't have the RAM. Or the power supply, but I'll tell you about what I got. We just have this little attention. Graphics cards get hot, obviously. Don't touch them right when you unplug it. And just got done with the big gaming session. Give it a good amount of time to cool. GeForce GTX 600 quick start guide. You know, who needs to read that? You know. Graphics card user guide. I thought that was just it, but I guess not. Not gonna read that since I've already done this stuff. This card is a PCI Express 3.0 ready, so that's good. I thought most of those graphics cards come with that. We've got the old, I can't believe I still have this, but the old driver installation disc. Don't install it, like I said. Get the new stuff off EVGA or NVIDIA's website. And the card itself. Now, like I said, this is kind of a smaller card, but it should do the job for Gary's Mod, Minecraft. Other games at low end settings, but we got our two DVI connectors. I'm guessing that's mini HDMI. We got our fan right here. We got our PCI Express 3.0 deal, and then got our exhaust vent. You know, everything that comes with the graphics card. And now I think that's it for here, but I'm going to talk about the RAM and the power supply I got. So actually, let me just pull up the page. Alright, so the power supply I got for this build is the EVGA 500 watt ATX. I think it was like $40. I think it's $20 after a $10 mail-in rebate. And the G-Skill Aries series 8GB, two 4GB sticks, 1600 megahertz RAM. So that should do the job all right. Yeah, I don't know why that wouldn't work. And the power supply, it's certified. That's all that really matters. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's certified. not bronze or gold, but it should work. And yeah, now I'm gonna put the standoffs in. I'm gonna hope I have enough, because if not, I'm gonna have to order more, and that's gonna suck with Christmas coming and shipping's being really slow. Yeah, I'll be back in. Alright, the first thing I'm gonna do, because I can't really grab the motherboard, I don't want to grab it by that, because I just don't trust it. So I'm gonna install the CPU and the heatsink, then grab it by that, and see where I'm gonna have to put the standoffs. So I'm just gonna open up the CPU, grab her very gently. And to be 100% honest with you guys, I've never built an AMD. Sorry, I know my head's in the way maybe. I think she's in there. Sweet. Alright, and I heard that these AMD heatsinks are kind of confusing. Let's see how big of a fail I am. I'm gonna have to stand up again. What am I doing here? Does that go in the notch? Alright, 1 second guys, I need to search this up. 1 second. Alright, so I think I got it. Now you just like that. Feels good. Alright, now I'm plugging this to the CPU fan. Chassis fan 2, CPU fan, chassis fan, so the middle one. I'll also obviously search it up before I boot it. Now I'm gonna cable tie that off. Got a bunch of those buggers laying around here. I like these ones because you don't have to cut it. And if you ever do have to cut it, or if you had to remove a zip tie, then you could risk cutting the actual wire. So I'm just gonna simply that. Bam. Alright, so now I'm going to install the IO shield. I can't get my camera all the way to the case over there, but I'll try to hold up the case, kind of show you guys through the back right there. So you want to line up how it's going to be here. So it's going to go in like that, and you just want to click in all 4 sides. It should go in just a little bit of force. I have to move this fan because I can't see what in the world I'm doing. Alright, sorry, I know you guys can't really see right now. I get all there. There we go. Alright, I think we got her in there good. It shouldn't fall out. It's a little dusty in here, I'm gonna have to clean that out. Alright, to be honest with you guys, I have to hot glue in the standoffs, or at least some of them, because they're like, I core started them or something. But I just turn them in and they're all loose and wobbly, so I'm gonna use some hot glue, non-static. I don't know if it is or not, but let's see if that works. I've never heard of someone doing it, but I don't have super glue around, and I don't want to order new standoffs because I think I have enough. But darn it, so let's see. Oh my god. Shut my door. That was the biggest pain in the butt to put in standoffs in my life. But I had to go steal like 6 screws. Let me unplug my glue gun. But that was the most ridiculous thing ever. I just hope this freaking works. Probably took 30 minutes just to put in standoffs, touch the case, instead of running around. But you guys are getting real time if this works or not. Okay, that one doesn't. Freaking great. Let's see if any of these freaking do. That one does. I guess one thing is not going to harm anything really. I just kind of wanted it in there secure, but if I can't do that, and it's the case, not the standoff. That one doesn't. I'm going to have to go back freaking in here and do something. Probably won't even. Alright, so I think I found a solution. Yet again, shut my door because there's people out there and that'd be awkward. I'm tapping myself. Alright, just take a standoff and on the other side put a nut on it. Just like that. This did take me a while to find the nut, but it's actually pretty secure, so I'm going to try that and see how that. Alright guys, I did actually put most of it together. I just wanted to make sure everything works. I just put together the simple stuff. I'll show you. We do have one slight problem. Alright, get this situated. As you can see, I didn't get the motherboard or RAM in. It's still the same day. But the problem is the motherboard's just a slight loose. It's not that big of a deal. It shouldn't harm anything, but that's the only problem. So I went ahead, got the motherboard in. That's the loose part. Got the graphics card in, and got the hard drive in, and just connected all the USB HD audio, the main headers, and that stuff. And next thing I'm gonna do is hook up the SATA, the hard drive, and the DVD drive right here. So I just have to go around. I'm sure all you guys know how to do this, but flip her around. We got our hard drive right there. And since I don't have my all these are, they're just the flat pin things. Let's see how much clearance we have. Let me put these buggers in. That should work. But if I had my power supply in, I'd hook up the power to everything else. But that's tomorrow when that gets here. And I'm just gonna hook up the SATA cords and then clean this stuff up and get back to you guys tomorrow once I have the RAM and the power supply. Alright guys, so we got the package today. There's my address on the side, so I'm just gonna open it like this. Be the power supply and RAM. I don't think I ordered anything else off Newegg. And by the way, if you guys are wondering, I got all my parts from Newegg. So if you got a Give Awesome holiday list thing. Oh, this has got my code for my mail-in rebate, I think. And here we go. So here's the G-Skill RAM and the power supply. Alright, now I'm going to clean some of this stuff up and then try to get an angle putting this stuff in. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is put in the RAM. I'm just going to open this up. Looks like we got a sticker in here for the case or something if you wanted to do that. Okay, put in our first stick. So the first thing, I'm going to move these cords and open both the blue slots. that. Click. Click. Make sure that's open. Get the other stick. Click. And click. Alright. So that's the RAM, and now I'm gonna open up the power supply. Alright, so here we got our power supply. Just gonna take off the wrapping. Bam. Here we got some document stuff. Screws. And the power supply itself. And that's the actual cord. I always save these twist ties just in case I need to wrap up some wires. Alright, that's a freaking long one. Alright, and this is not modular, just cheap old power supply, EVGA 500 though. So I'm gonna put the computer back on here and install it. Alright, so I got it set up kinda, and it is a little dusty. So I'm gonna take this rag and just kinda do that. A little bit of that stuff out. Alright. Alright, since there's a vent on the bottom, and I'll clean this filter out later for the power supply. So I'm gonna put the fan part on the bottom like that. These cords are just insane. Alright. I think I'm squishing some stuff. She's in there. Doesn't feel right. If I can actually. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna take the screws. And where's my screwdriver I used? One second, guys. Alright, so I'm just tightening up the screws back here. And it was kind of awkward to line up. I didn't think it was going to fit for some reason. But it fits fine. Alright, there we go. So now I'm going to put it in a position where I can kind of stand this up and put together the cables. Alright, so I couldn't set up the camera in a good spot to hook up all the cables. So I just did it. And it went by really fast, so I think I hooked up everything. But we're going to plug her in with the screen and a keyboard and a mouse and see if she works. Alright, so I'm going to plug it in and press the power button. I'm nervous. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Alright, so that's a good sign. See what we get here. I think I have the monitor plugged in. Okay, sweet, it worked. Oh. I can't even read the screen. Press F1. Looky there, boys. Alright, so I'm gonna run through this stuff, set it up, and get back to you guys. Alright guys, actually, it's like really late now. I just got done getting it how I want for my little brother. Because we're giving it to him for Christmas. And yeah. I'll show you here in a minute. I didn't show you guys installing Windows because that's kind of personal stuff. And I'm sure you've seen it plenty of times, but let's see if I can show you guys here. Got Chrome open right here. But yeah, that's what it's gonna say when he turns it on. And yeah, got the Wi-Fi card to work. Got everything works perfect. Now it's just installing all the games, all the programs, and all that. I installed all the updates. That was the longest part. And yeah, this is the keyboard. Razer Black Widow 2013 Ultimate. And this is just the mouse, Logitech thing. And yeah, so that's gonna conclude the video. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a thumbs up and subscribe. Oh, 1 second, I gotta interrupt because this is very important. I put the 2 stickers on right here, the G-Skill and the ASUS, and the product label right there, the product key thing. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.